The Divide. Lately, I've been recommending horror movies that are fun to watch. Horror movies that'll give you a good chuckle. Horror movies that pair well with a few good friends and a cranium full of cannabinoids. However, if you're ever in the mood to go in the complete opposite direction with a horror movie that will shock you, disturb you, something that will make you hate all of humanity, boy, have I got a film for you. The Divide is directed by Xavier Gens. He is the filmmaker behind one of the crown jewels of new French extremity. Of course, I'm talking about Frontiers. It is an absolutely batshit display of mayhem, depravity, and gross firepower. The Divide is an English language film. It's set in New York City, and it is just as bleak as anything flying under the new French extremity banner. In fact, it's even more pessimistic than most of them. The opening shot of The Divide is as beautiful as it is harrowing, but it is the only moment of beauty in this entire film. This is an ugly, hurtful film that many will consider both triggering and traumatizing. If you were a character in The Divide, the film would begin on what is hands down the worst day of your life. Every day after that, however, will become significantly, exponentially worse. The Divide is a nuclear war horror movie. And every time nuclear war horror gets mentioned, everyone mentions Threads. Threads is the most disturbing movie ever made. Threads is the bleakest film ever made. Not true. In comparison, The Divide makes Threads look like a Disney movie, and I am not being facetious. The Divide takes place almost entirely inside a bomb shelter, but it might as well be set in hell. It features some mainstream and indie actors you've certainly heard of, talking about Lauren German, Michael Biehn, Milo Ventimiglia, Rosanna Arquette, Michael Eklund, and Courtney B. Vance. But you know what? It wouldn't surprise me one bit if none of them ever wanted to see each other ever again for the rest of their lives. The Divide hurts just to watch. And just when you think it can't possibly get any worse, it actually does. If you're an optimistic person, someone who believes in the inherent goodness of humanity, The Divide might shake you to your core. It might have you rethinking. It might make you realize that annihilation is probably an appropriate option for the human race. It is impossible to enjoy watching The Divide, but if you start, it's almost impossible to look away from. So don't say I didn't warn you.